All right, everybody, what is going on, man? Y'all, welcome to today's edition of SWAC Smoke, episode number 158, man. We waiting. I had the big soldier, man. I might have dropped him off, but hopefully he'll be back with us in a second. But we got Mr. Jerome in the house, the voice of reason. Mr. FAMU Rattler, Mr. 2-0 over the MEAC. What's going on with you today, man? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Good to see you. Good to talk with you again about HBCU football. And hello to everybody that's out there looking. I know Edwin out there. He will be soon.
Oh yeah, he'll be through here in a minute. Before we start, Jerome, I got to tell you, man, every time my dad watched this show, man, he'd be like, "You his favorite part of the show. He don't give me no love no more." So you are like the number one in the Wells household, man. You didn't bump me off, so he say he wanna meet you, man. So I'm trying to get him to go to Tallahassee. If he do make that trip, I'm gonna tell him to get in touch with you because he's like, man, when I'm gonna get to see Jerome, I say, man, I don't know. I'm not the man agent, man. I don't.
Tell him if he come to the Southern game, I got him.
I'm gonna tell him, man. I see if he come through. I tell him to look you up. He don't care about me no more. So you the man now. So congratulations.
That's a lot to bear. That's a lot to carry.
Well, what's up, big soldier? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I see the tagline.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
My boy.
Hold on, Lee.
Oh, I see it. Oh man.
Yeah, and speaking of Montgomery, man, we got Timothy Ziegler checking in, man. What's going on with you? Welcome, man. I know it was a rough weekend for most of us. It was a rough weekend, so I don't know where y'all want to start. Like I said, they got a lot of stuff we can cover from last week. I guess we could start with Bama State, man. I think their fortunes are totally upside down now, man. You know, they went from one to I don't know where. That first off, what were y'all thoughts on the game itself?
I was listening at the first beginning, driving back from Tallahassee, and I heard how they went up ahead 14-0, and I was like, dang, I thought it was going to be a runaway, a blowaway. And then when he threw that interception, and I'm like, dang, they about to get run up out the gym. You know what I'm saying? So the next kickoff, when he ran it back, it seemed like things changed for him. So the game, I thought it was a good game, well played, but, the obvious reasons what made it bad for Alabama State. But they kept fighting. They tried all the way until the end. They had a chance, but that's been their thing. So, yeah.
How about you, big soldier? Oh, I jump in because he getting his girl bone.
Oh,
you want me to?
Without Andrew Body, without Andrew Body, that game was a complete blowout. Would have been a blowout.
Right.
I mean, that dude, man, I just hate that be out for the season, man. But Eddie Robinson, man, it was no clear. It's no clear question who the better quarterback was, and that's Body. It's just go ahead and stick with him, man. You know what I'm saying? But his arrogance gonna get him up out that door. Cause man, that
it's a long season. It ain't over yet. It ain't over.
Right. But when they lose,
they still gotta play the game.
It's gonna
somebody gonna be gone.
I want to touch on a couple things about that game, but first off, I see swagging the fool up in here, man. If that's G, bro, you need to get up off the Vanderbilt people head, man. You've been on the Vanderbilt people head all day. I've been rolling. I've been rolling watching you deal with the Vanderbilt people. But the game itself, man, I thought Bama State rebounded pretty well from falling behind 21-0. Like they say, that big kickoff return to kind of make it happen. Andrew Body, a big touchdown run, in the first half. And you're down 21-14, you got a chance, but I just feel like they never really never really built on anything. And I feel like I feel like he kind of was banged up coming into this game. Ain't nobody told me that. That's just a theory that I got because I feel like they didn't really let him throw the ball much, although they ran the hell out of him. So I don't know if you hurt, banged up. I don't see how you run the ball 15 times, but something was not there to me to dictate the game plan the way it was. Now I got my sources. They be telling me things. And I kind of had an inkling of a clue that both guys were gonna play. Even a little bit of an inkling that both guys were gonna be on the field at the same time, but I didn't know it was gonna last as long as it did. I think they just didn't give themselves a rhythm. Once you run a guy 2 times and you put the next guy in on third down, you don't give yourself any chance. Central too well coached for stuff like that. Then you come out of this game with both your quarterbacks hurt. So that's a nightmare scenario. Now they got a freshman who's supposed to be starting, but I heard he got beat out by like a 9th grader when he was in high school. So I don't know. I don't know how good this guy is, but Miles gonna be ready. I don't know if they're gonna have enough, but Coach Shea gonna have them boys ready, and it's gonna be a war. So I just don't. I think if you wanna say what's the worst you can do as the first, in your first game as offensive coordinator, it don't get much worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Lose the game and you lose your quarterbacks. That's rough. There your boy go, Mr. Emo. What's going on?
Hey,
Right.
we need Edwin to call in and be like Mr. Ford for us.
Hey, don't get him started now. We only got like an hour, man. I can't let him get started. I'll be there take a nap, but that's my boy. I'm looking forward to hollering at that's my brother-in-law, so I'm looking forward to hollering at him, man. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, this was an interesting weekend. So I know we're gonna circle back to this because, like I said, with Andrew being out, for the rest of the season, at least that's what I heard. I'm that's rough. You know what I'm saying? I feel really bad for him, man, just having the opportunity to play again and getting hurt. That it don't get no rougher than that. Now, I do want to say, man, I've seen some people throwing some shade at him. Man, don't do that, man. Like, the dude. I don't care if you like him or you don't. To deny the guy got college football talent, I think is foul. Whether you think he the best QB in the league or not, that's always up for debate. But I don't like for people to be glad that somebody got hurt or use that as a reason to push the narrative at a kid. Sometimes just some people just catch bad breaks. So hopefully wherever he bounce back at, whether it's Bama State or somewhere else, I wish him the best. I always pulling for him, but I just I like this. There's no need for that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's talk some of these games that other than Bama State, man. Let's talk some of these games. Let's start with FAMU since we've been doing it the last couple of weeks. Jerome, you was in the house.
Yes. It was high tension, all the way into the fourth quarter. We was handling them pretty much. We had them. I ain't gonna say we was handling them, but we had them, and we would get to the point where we'll be about to score, and we'll have a fumble, or we catch a pass and run, be going down the sideline, tight end drop the ball, and that just kept it real tense for all the fans, because once they got them turnovers, that's what led to them going up and going ahead on us, on FAMU. And so it was, it was loud, but it was quiet at the same time. I put it like that in the stands. But then it was like something just clicked in the offense, and it was like all us sitting up in the bleachers was saying that we got to score on this drive right here. If we don't score on this drive, it ain't gonna be enough time for us to come back. With how the defense was playing, with them being able to kind of control the ball a little bit at that point. So offense went down and scored, boom, boom. We was like, yeah, all right, now we need the defense to finally bow up and stand up, get us a 3 and out. Once they went in there and got that 3 and out, we knew it was over with then. You could look and see it on the sideline. Like I say, that venom beat them got put in them. Early in the game, they players was looking all back. When they was ahead, they went up ahead by 11. They players was looking all around, turning all backwards, facing, the student section. And it's over with then. You done lost your focus. So next thing you know, we went down, we scored, we went for 2. We say we cannot let them get because they got a touchdown. They just went ahead and scored and won, I had the chance of winning. Got the next 3 and out, and we knew we was gonna control the ball then. And that was it. They play ice cream, man. Play ice cream, man.
Hey, was Thick 36 in the house?
Play ice cream, man.
Thick 36. No, I didn't see Thick 36. I'm not there for that. I don't be there looking at Thick 36. I don't get distracted.
Mr. Campbell handled that part.
That's what happened to them. They got there looking around for Thick 36.
They got distracted. Oh, distraction committee.
It's Thick 3600 out there, honestly.
Hey, I didn't heard it's a real deal, man. When our co-host, he was on the sideline at FAMU a couple of years ago. He said it's the real deal. So
let me stop.
But what's your thoughts on South Carolina State though? I didn't watch the whole. I watched probably like most of the first half. I thought they looked okay, man. I think they're still gonna be physical. For sure.
They dropped some passes that could have kept them in the game. They dropped some passes in the end in that last drive. One of them was an out that probably would have been a first down they dropped. But that's the big lights. You know what I'm saying? And they, that's part of growing up and being on the big stage. You got to be able to make the plays then. So FAMU has not played their perfect game yet. I'm expecting that this weekend when we go down to Miami. But they've lost the turnover battle in both of these games. You know what I'm saying? So if we go down to Miami, don't turn the ball over, move the ball, come up with our same 300 yards, 250, 350 yards, or whatever we've been doing on offense. Improve on the run defense, I think we're gonna be all right.
I think that run defense is probably the biggest detriment to them right now. It seems like they always right there, but a guy kind of just squeak through, and next thing they picking up that extra yardage. But shout out to one of SWAC Smoke favorite quarterbacks, Eric Phoenix. Man, it's good to see that man back on the field. He didn't bring a soldier rag with him to Tallahassee though.
That's right. What happened? He might left in South Carolina, man.
He made a few plays.
Put that rag on, boy.
He made a few plays.
See, if he'd have worn that soldier rag like he did when he made that run at Benedict,
when he was
I would have been in trouble.
Soldier rag on. He was different, bro. I'm like, man, that dude played on another level.
Hey. Let me show you what I found. Can I show you what I found?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I show you that?
It's all you.
Y'all see that right there? That's that MEAC stone right there. Let me show you something. That's that MEAC stone right there. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. We're gonna put that one right here on this pinky right here. That's what we're gonna do with that one right there. There you go. There you go.
Ain't you got 2 of them?
We got to earn the rest of them.
He combined them first 2. That's just the MEAC itself.
This one right here. This is Alabama right here. This is the state of Alabama next. This is the state of Alabama. Mississippi. You know.
Boy,
But anyway, we getting ahead of ourselves now. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, though. But
oh, wait. This could be an ongoing segment, y'all. Y'all could see Jerome collect the stones from time to time. Hopefully, some of our teams step up and stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want this to be more in-game than Infinity War. So let's take these stones from him instead of giving them to him.
Alabama, baby, Alabama. We looking for it.
That's gonna be a tracker, man. We're gonna track that every time, man. And like our teams have.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, but shout out to Daniel Richardson, man. I mean, so far, I mean, he done put y'all in some. He don't turn the ball over. He's controlling the game and
he been making some plays.
He been balling. He been balling, bro. But gotta keep it up.
My wife says he was one of the biggest QBs she ever saw. I showed her a picture of Bruce Eugene. That ain't even in the same category.
That's a flak jacket. That's a flak jacket.
I told her, I said they're not even in the same realm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got on a flak jacket. He do,
man. He ain't about 210. He's just I think what he about 210, 215?
He said something like that. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that,
he said he's 5'10", 5'11". I'm going what he say.
Mm-hmm.
In the stands, they were talking about, they thought he could be taller, but he was making the throws, he was making the plays. So we happy with it.
Hey, whatever it takes, man. I'll take whatever at this point. Let's talk a little JSU, man.
Go ahead.
Let's talk a little JSU. We got a comment up here for Big Soldier. Everybody like to talk about the Mississippi boys when they be doing their thing.
No wonder he was nice. I mean, hey, if he from Lawrence County, I already know he nice. But that JSU ULM game, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, I ain't have JSU winning it though. Honestly, I thought it'd been a little closer, but they gassed our run defense, man. They did exactly what they was gonna come to do, which was run the football and control the clock. And Jack State, man, I think we played a little conservative, in my opinion. I think we should took some more shots down the field. But I'm proud of them, man. I seen a lot of promise in the game. I think defensively we're gonna be okay. And I think offensively, we're gonna be all right, man. I think we're just gonna take our transgressions and anger out on Lane this weekend. So anything less than 50, I'm gonna be disappointed though, because I think Jack State has a little bit way more talent than them. So
y'all, it ain't easy. It ain't easy to get 50. We just talked about that last week. It ain't easy.
You got to be all in and focused. But yeah. I thought JSU looked. I thought they looked good at times. Like you say, I think they allow ULM to get comfortable running the ball, and that just really kind of changed the trajectory of the game, because once ULM realized they could get what they wanted, they did not go away from that run game, and they didn't let the general run the offense as much. They put the ball in them backs. They put the ball in them backs' hands, and they had some pretty decent playmakers at receiver. But this team gonna be a lot better than they've been in recent years, I think. But JSU had a couple plays that they left on the field, a couple of drops from guys who don't normally drop passes.
Tackling was pretty bad in that game too, because that's still an issue from last year, so they're going to tackle a little better too.
That was their first game, but
you always gonna have that kind of missed tackles and stuff in that first game, most likely. But I thought, I thought they had their chances. That one drive they gave up to ULM in the third quarter with the penalties and stuff. Those kind of drives you can't allow as a defense. When you can get off the field, you got to get off the field. Whether you don't want to
You
extend
talking
drives
about
and keep them going.
the face mask on the
Yeah, the face mask.
yeah. That was more like a hustle penalty, It wasn't like
Yeah, I mean,
he was kind of
you
straining a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it was
yeah, I
it
mean,
was the face mask.
yeah, you make a mistake like that being aggressive, but it's still one of those things that can hurt you on a drive like that. But in those kind of games, that's gonna get whistled. I mean, so you
Right.
just gotta kind of keep yourself, as clean as you can. But like you say, he was trying to hustle and make a play. It just didn't happen. But I thought they had their chances, to be tight or down one score, and then kind of fell behind. But I thought they had their chances in the game. And like I think they'll be better this week. Obviously, a opponent that you should be able to get some things done against, and work out some of them kinks, and start to get their rhythm back. So all in all, it wasn't really a bad outing. Like I said, you want to win, and that's a game I thought a lot of people felt they could win. I mean, hell, even Vegas thought they had a chance. They was 7-point underdogs, so it wasn't like nobody felt like it was impossible, but just came up short. So we'll see what JSU do next week against Lane. I want to ask y'all about that TSU game. I know, Jerome, you was busy at a game, and I was waiting for a game that never really came on TV. But TSU looked pretty good against Prairie View, man. I thought Coach Disman had his boys ready to play.
I watched the little cliff notes of that game, the highlights. You know what I'm saying? I think they and the parts that I did see, Prairie View quarterback situation was looking bad at the beginning. Whoever was out there, I forget his name, the starter, but he wasn't looking good, and I think that's what held them back at the beginning of the game and allowed Texas Southern to get some build some kind of confidence and momentum, and they just kind of just played football. You know what I mean? From what I saw, and Prairie View got to fix they got to get a quarterback, and that's the main thing with everybody in the SWAC. You got to have that quarterback.
Yeah, you got to have a quarterback.
But theirs didn't look good at all the other day.
I will say TSU, I think they might have found them a running back, man. That young boy, Danny Green, was running that ball, man. 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. KJ Cooper looked pretty good at quarterback. The defense looked solid. Now, I know my boy Los J out there, they looking at SWAC championship now, but pump the brakes, bro.
They just played football, though. They just played football.
They did what they had to do, and they got the win, man. But it's a week by week thing when you trying to be in that realm. So we'll see. I think you can't take your eyes off of them. Now, don't get me wrong. You can't overlook TSU because you can get knocked off. But I think PV got some issues that can be fixed. I thought the offense just was poor. They dropped a lot of passes. They couldn't run the ball. And they got that was their first game under new OC, so you got all those hiccups and stuff. I'm gonna give them a mulligan, like they say, but it's still a rivalry game against a team you to beat 9 times in a row. You can't lose that game. I don't care what nobody say about. Well, they had to win at some point. Nah, they ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never supposed to lose that game. So
not this year. Not this year.
Not this year for sure. Like I said, not this year for sure. So, that's got to be disappointing, man. And that, I think they got to find a way to kind of regroup, man, because I looked at this game like, they're going to win this game. And that made me feel good about the game coming up this week against Northwestern State. But now that they lost that game, I don't know. Northwestern State not that good, but they looked okay against Tulsa. And and I don't know what PV is, so I can't, it give you a lot of questions to answer. But I think,
shout out to Coach Blaine McCorkle for Northwestern State.
oh yeah, most
Head coach
definitely.
at Belhaven in the city, man. Got Belhaven back to the, a winning stature now. So shout out to them. They play tonight, Riverside Rumble, Belhaven Millsaps.
Oh, that's gonna be a game.
Right across the street from each other.
Yeah. So, like I say, I think, I don't. I'm gonna say this because I think it's been proven the last 2 or 3 years. You don't have to have a good quarterback to win the West. You just have to be solid, man. Like who was the last great quarterback to win the West Division? I mean, if you go, yeah, I mean that you got to go back to 2017, man. Like
Dre Joseph.
I love. We won the SWAC. We won the West twice with a good quarterback, but he was a guy that make you pull your hair out one time, and then next time you praising him. But no, we didn't win West on him. I'm talking about Skelton.
My boy Skelton.
So
he was a pretty good quarterback to me.
He's the kind of guy, bro, that's gonna give you a lot of good plays, but he's gonna give you some bad plays too. So you just gotta kind of you just gotta kind of roll with it and understand that after the bad one's gonna try to make up with a good one. But I think as long as you got a solid team around your quarterback and you can run the football, I think that's gonna get you through the West. Because nobody really got, at least right now, a lot of people got questions at quarterback. If that was one thing about Southern I wasn't really happy about Saturday, was quarterback play. We didn't have a lot of scoring opportunities, but we left them on the field. We got one touchdown. We threw an interception in the end zone. We fumbled on the first drive when we had a pretty decent drive going. And after that, we really didn't advance the ball deep into McNeese territory. Shout out to the defense for getting the ball back multiple times, because it was one of them games that we really shouldn't have been in, because we just couldn't really move the ball. Defense got the stops over and over and over and over. And, then all of a sudden, the wheels fell off on special teams, which was a total shock to me. If that was one phase of the game that I went into that I felt like I had no concerns about, it was special teams. They had some uncharacteristic mistakes, and, it bit us. But, I'm glad we got a game on our belt. That's a game we should have won, though. McNeese is okay. I think they're better than they were last year, but they're still not a good team. But I think, they got a way of having crazy things happen against us, and they able to capitalize. I mean, this is the second game in a row against them. We had a special teams mistake that got them back in the game. So I think they learning that you got to be able to play a complete game, man. You got to be able to capitalize on mistakes. You get 2 fumbles, you got to cash them both in, because you got them both at 20. So you got to cash them both in. I do think the offensive line played better than they did all of last year. I think they might have gave a 1 sack, and they didn't have that many tackles for loss, even though Micah Davey is a monster at linebacker. I don't know if you ever seen that dude play, bro. That dude is the black Bubba Adams, bro. That dude is everywhere on the field, bro. I swear he had 17 tackles. I thought he had about 40. Hey, Jerome, this is a name you might know. You might like. He was like Earl Holmes, man. You remember?
Oh, he was bringing it like Earl Holmes.
That man had like 30 tackles against Southern one year, man.
That's a throwback.
That man Earl Holmes had like 30 tackles against us in Atlanta, man. I was like, can somebody please put a hand on this dude?
Yeah, but it was so after the game. All them hits.
Hills and everybody he was touching, because he was laying that lumber when he got back there. He wasn't playing around. Because some of the dudes
that's what got him to Pittsburgh.
It did, because how some dudes get a lot of tackles so they just be in the area. Shit, that man was the one laying the lumber, man. He wasn't playing at all.
Hey, what's up, EA? What's up, Sweet?
What's going on, EA? We got them rattlers in the house. What's going on, man? Thank y'all for checking in like y'all been doing.
EA, you right, EA. That Jackson State game showing up like the championship again for real. Now it's like,
it is.
But I don't want to go that far. I be trying not to run that far down the street.
I can't wait.
I really shout out to the Wildcats out there, man. Hey, salute HBCU Band Talk. Salute to them Wildcats. What's going on?
What's up, Band Talk? Can't wait to see y'all. They looking good though. I saw the Wildcat show, and I guess that was at a Battle of the Band. They look pretty good. They sound pretty good.
Hey, y'all need to take a collection so they can come to Baton Rouge, man.
Hey, we trying to collect money to get FAMU to Jackson State. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I forgot they're not bringing the band. Yeah, we need a raffle. Yeah, let's get the bands out here, man.
We can't. Raffles ain't gonna get it. We tried that.
You gotta sell them fish plates, man.
This FAMU with JSU gang could really be big, and
they might come. I don't know. You know, I just know what I saw earlier in the year on the little travel list that I saw they put out, and I don't think Jackson State was on it. But did y'all see any? Y'all know y'all ain't really no band heads, but this for Edwin. I'm gonna tell Edwin my top 3 bands in the SWAC right now. I got JSU, FAMU, and Texas Southern in no particular order. And I know he's gonna say, well, what's Southern at? But I'm gonna say that Southern is over there playing possum, and they saving everything, waiting for the Boombox Classic. They ain't done nothing yet. They ain't done nothing. And I see it, and everybody see it.
We ain't showing no hand for 2 weeks, man.
I see that. So they ain't slick. I know what they doing. But right now, for me, I would say for y'all to go check out it's a 5th quarter Texas Southern versus Prairie View.
Okay.
Yeah,
they turn the lights on. They turn the lights on TSU. They do that. They do that in that stadium when they getting blowed out in the 5th quarter. Now they turn the lights off on you in the second at Prairie View.
Check that out. That is a nice 5th quarter right there. Texas Southern. Right now they sound good in the stands. On the field, I still, I ain't with all the diamonds and squares and stuff. I like them, but everybody do that. You know what I mean? They do a little different style of drill. And my top 3 band songs that I've been listening to in my car is Texas Southern. Is that I live my soul, something like that right there. Yeah, they be riding that right there. They ride that, and they ride. It's another one they play. I think it's Jamie Foxx. That be jamming, and Miles got Euphoria. That be jamming, and of course the Rattlers. I like the Rattlers play Still Dre. I like that right there, but. That's my top 3 on that right there.
Hey, Jerome, can you recognize some of the new music they play?
No,
man. When I be
some
of this new art, I can't recognize until somebody be like, "Well, that's
especially from certain bands. I ain't gonna call their name, but certain bands you definitely can't tell what they playing until somebody got to tell you. Then you got to go to Spotify. Then you got to listen to it. And you listen back, and you be like, okay, I kind of hear it a little bit, but then they be so far in the ad and making, they be like Reefus and CC. Y'all remember Reefus and CC from In Living Color? They used to tell Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star up. You know what I mean? I ain't calling no names, though. But
I guess everybody had to find out on their own.
Huh?
I guess everybody had to find out on their own.
They know who I'm talking about. They hear it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing my band in action this weekend, man.
Y'all play who? Savannah State?
We play Savannah State. So I don't know if they're gonna bring an ensemble with them or not, but I'm looking forward to. I'm honestly just looking forward to finally being in the stadium, man.
Getting a win too.
Hey, I'm looking forward to everything, man. And got them new suites in the end zone, man. Got
Oh
the S
yeah,
Club.
I
Got the new suites in the end zone.
I heard
I
you
rolled
got
by
the
that.
joy.
I rolled by that. I rolled by that third on Tuesday with my old man, and we looked at them, checked them out, man. It's pretty nice, man.
Sweet.
How much
In
they
the
Yeah, they
cost
like
stadium?
again?
we already got suites like in the press box and in the north end zone. But if you ever seen Alcorn Stadium, how they got the little area set up in the end zone,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it's like that.
No,
So
okay.
they're in the
So
south end zone. So I'm
that's
looking
probably
forward to
them
checking
people
this
that
out, man.
really don't be
That
watching the game. You know, they just
yeah,
be
that's
there
the north
chilling.
end zone at FAMU. I don't go down there because I go for a little while just to get some water out in the third quarter. I get me some water and a soda and I hustle back to my seat because like Big Soldier say, they don't be down there watching the game.
Yeah, they
It's
just
just
be
like
chilling
Yeah,
that's
and
yeah,
doing
that's
their thing.
club
that's
north
not
end
my
zone.
zone, man. That's not my zone.
Yeah.
I do need whoever knows somebody at Mumford Stadium or in the athletic department, man. Please tell them to bring back the alcohol sales in the north end zone, man. They missing out on a lot of money, man. I be having money to spend in them tight games now. I
Yeah.
know that one year that lady was like, "You coming back again?" I say, "Shit, as long as y'all here, y'all open, I'm here."
I
What
heard
they
they
be
drunk all
selling?
the yak at the last game. Wasn't no yak down there left
Oh
over. They
man,
drunk all of it.
you got to get
So
that. That'd be the first thing to go.
don't be telling me they down there drinking old English in the North End Zone.
No,
Hey,
it ain't no old
uh,
English.
you drink
It's
that. You drink that outside, man. You can't get that inside.
nah, I can't even think because I don't stay down because if you get an alcohol, you have to stay down there in there and watch the
Oh,
game either on the TV and it's under our jumbotron, so you have to turn around and you have your back turned and all that, looking all up high. I just go get me some water and a soda just to kind of recharge myself and beat it on back to one of my seats.
Hey, you hear that? One of his seats. Nah, that's how you know you got it going on.
No, we got a lot of seats in there between me and my partners, and sometimes we sit down low. I got 4 seats in the package I bought, so I bought 2 down in the box, and I bought 2 up high in the sky area for watching the band. And when the game get crunchy like this last game, can't be sitting down there in that box.
Oh yeah, you got to
You gotta take it up top
take a
of
walk.
court. I gotta go court. I gotta go beat courts.
You got a court.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nobody say that in years.
I gotta go beat the court.
I ain't heard that in years. Hey, you ain't gotta put it. Hey, D, you ain't gotta put it in your hat. I got one of the stadium seats with the pockets on it, man. I just dip it on in there. Or put it in my related purse or something. You know, they don't check women. What's up, Crook? What's going on?
uh-oh. I know he gonna be in the new suite.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't think they ready, Bill.
They might not let you. They ain't gonna let Crook in the suite, man.
I think that first year.
He gonna be in there.
He gonna be down in there.
I think the first year they trying to monitor everybody.
I gotta let my dog in the suite now.
Yeah, that's how they say it. Like I said, I ain't heard about say court in a long time. First time I heard somebody say that, like, what you talking about? I was confused.
Hey, y'all know what it do. We was up there coaching this last game. Yeah. We had to coach them on in. We still growing them boys up. Got to coach them boys through. We had to coach in. We had to coach up. We had a new PA announcer. And he was,
shout out to B-Dot, man.
Yeah.
I like that. I like B-Dot.
He had to learn. He was learning on the fly. He ended up doing good. He had some, some hit and misses right there, some stuff that we wasn't used to and accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna work it out. He threw in some of the old school flair, kept the stadium familiar. Then he added a little bit of new stuff. We had to school him on. He was calling it the brag and all that kind of stuff. And it's just brag, bruh. It's just brag. It ain't the brag. It ain't oranges, orange and green. That's green and orange.
It's the first game. Everybody.
But he got that and he absorbed it. He ain't fight it and try and bounce it off. He was like, yeah, okay, I got it. I'm good. You know, and he can't wait till the Alabama game.
Hey, that's a PA announcer with some potential, man. Because I know some PA announcers in certain stadiums. I don't want to say no names. Well, I don't even know his name, but I don't want to say. I don't really want to say what school something. He doubled down on the stuff he be saying, man. That if he out here watching, bro, I'm sorry, man. You be reading at the source like how what.
They had my man on the Orange and Green Strike Zone show last night, and he cool. He was receptive to everything, and he explained why he was doing, and he might have started some new tradition at FAMU. You know, it's a new era. You know, we've been asking to bring the cannon back. That's what we've been trying to get, the cannon back, and they say the old folks don't want the cannon. And I'm like, I am the old folk. What do you mean?
I'm going to say,
we are the old folk.
In Baton Rouge, you don't need no cannon, man, because we got too much stuff be going off. That cannon go off, boy, everybody start ducking.
Well, that's what it used to do in Bragg.
Hey, everybody start reaching in their pocket and remember they left it in their car. It's like, man.
Especially your first time coming in Bragg and you don't know, you don't expect it. Boom.
that thing had you down on the floor, man. Like,
yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, we want it back though. Hopefully they bring it back. We're trying to get it back.
That's always a good thing though, man, because it set off them. It set off them touchdowns, man. Make them touchdowns better, man.
I hear the Bucks when they score and get in the red zone. I hear them. I'm close enough.
The Pirates ship.
Yeah, I hear that. When they get, I'll be like, oh, the Bucks just got in the red zone. Oh, the Bucks must be just scored. You can hear
some strange things used to be taking place around them pirate ships, man.
In Tampa.
Yeah.
I don't go to Buck games.
Back in the day, some strange things used to take place around them ships, man.
Yeah, I don't go to them Buck games. But what's up for this week games? What you got for this week games?
Let's run through these week games, man. We got an interesting game in Daytona this weekend, man. Mercer coming down and take on Bethune-Cookman. That's a game I'm definitely gonna have my eyes on. I want to see if Bethune can put a couple things together. Mercer, they beat Presbyterian 69-10 on Saturday, so they coming in riding a little high. But they're pretty poor. But I'm interested to see what the Wildcats got.
They didn't get a chance to really get going against USF, so you can't really say what they got. You know, they ain't look too good from what I saw. But that was USF. USF got a pretty good team. They decent. Shoot, they gonna give Alabama a little bit of run for their money, a little bit.
They're gonna put up a decent fight. Before we go too far, who y'all got in the game tonight? Chiefs or Ravens?
I can't go against Mahomes.
I'm a degenerate. I got money on the Ravens. Man, I can't help it, man. I got a couple dollars riding on that game, so we'll see. But I'm hoping it's a good one, man. I'm glad football is back all around. Huh?
You betting with your heart.
I try to go with my head, man. I try to go with my head, but I be trying to go with my head sometimes. But sometimes, that battle be. Sometimes that battle be going back and forth. It's early, man. I got to get into the rhythm. Rattlers and Hurricanes, man. Canes look, I hate to say it, man, but the Canes look pretty good on Saturday.
Yeah, they did.
I just want to see FAMU come out there and play a solid game of football, man. You
talking about collecting infinity stones. They walking through the state of Florida. They done beat the Gators. They got us. They got USF, I think, after us. And then Florida State coming up down the line. So you
That
know,
look like I ain't looking too good.
The way the season looking, that's a clean sweep. I can't even say that, man. But good Lord, let's not even talk about that.
We done played them boys before in high school. We done been on the field with these boys before. So, you know, we got a lot of transfers from FAU and this, that, and the third. So, it ain't like I'm scared. You know, we beat them before. It ain't like we ain't beat them before. So I'm sure they watching that tape and talking about that in their locker room. Their coaches done reminded them not to take us lightly. But I'm not expecting to win this game. But if we do, I'm gonna add me an infinity stone to my gun.
Yeah. You really get to it.
If you win that game, if you win that game, I help you with that stone.
Man.
So we can move on. We can move on from the Rattlers this weekend, right here.
That'll be the greatest shocker in college football if they really go.
At least this season.
If our defense was playing like last year's defense, I would feel better about going into this game. But the way our defense is playing, until they show us, you know what I mean? They gotta show us. And I believe they're gonna get it fixed. We had some old players back in town from the NFL. They'll get it right.
Yeah, like I said, it's a week by week thing. Just get better as the season go. Like Coach Maynard say, it's all about winning them SWAC games. So as long as you're ready for SWAC play, you're good to go. We got Bama State and Miles. That before the news came out this week, I thought Bama State would win this game going away. Now I don't know. I honestly don't know. You starting a freshman, at least what I'm hearing. You starting a freshman who
Miles beat them last year.
Yeah, Miles beat them last year, and they was a missed extra point from beating them a couple years ago. So Miles been getting with them for the last 2 or 3 years. So they not gonna be scared either. They gonna be ready to play.
Wow, if they lose that game, man,
somebody get fired if they lose that game.
They lose that game.
Ain't nobody gonna get fired.
They gonna be spinning that game. It turned everything upside down, man. They lose that game, their whole season upside down. Y'all remember what I said last week about that Central game was about narratives. Lord have mercy. Them narratives would be out of control if they lose that game.
Right. You're right.
No, I ain't gonna look at that game for 10 minutes.
If they had O'Brien or whatever his name is playing quarterback, I would say I would give them a better chance at winning. But by them having a freshman coming in, I'm pretty sure the reps were split between Body and O'Brien. I know this freshman dude probably didn't get very much. He probably getting a crash course right now this week. But how much can he really absorb and learn? They're gonna have to just
being thrown in the fire like that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to lean on the running game, and they're gonna have to. They say they got a good defense, so bring the D.
Rob said he want to run the football, so he want to run the football. This the game that's line up and run the ball.
That well though, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't. Outside of Andrew Body, man, they did not do anything on the ground. They had a couple. I think their longest run outside of him was like 20 yards or something like that. So they didn't have a lot of success running the ball outside of number one. So they got a lot. They got a lot to prove, man. And one thing I say about playing against Miles is them dudes. They gonna be in the game, man. I remember when they came to Southern a couple years ago. They ain't go down, and they got some dudes on their team with some size and talent, man. So don't think because they D2, they got I don't know what they roster look like this year, but a couple years ago they had some FBS dudes on their team. So they don't play around when they got a solid team.
Right. That's gonna be the band matchup of the weekend too. That's gonna be the band matchup of the weekend. That's the best band matchup, in my opinion.
Bama State might go 0-2.
Yeah, 0-2.
And Miles band, they kind of disrespectful too now. They got that's the only band I know that's not named Jackson State. I don't even think we do it with them. They booed Miles at Southern when they came, because normally people show the visiting band some love, especially when you ain't seen them before. But they came in there and they tried to play over the national anthem. They tried to do this and do that, man. Them people booed them out of the stadium. They had a good show though, but the crowd was not feeling nothing they were doing.
Right.
You got to earn the right to be petty in somebody's stadium, man. You can't just show up and do it first time. You got to build up to that. Like Jamie Foxx said, any given Sunday. I mean, like LL Cool J said, any given Sunday, man. You got to earn the right to diss somebody on this team, man. You can't just come in. You just can't come in here and do that, man. But that should be a good matchup all around, though.
Yeah, that's a good game to be at.
Next we got Kentucky State against Alabama A&M. That game, if that game don't be ugly for Alabama A&M, then man, they're gonna have some questions to answer, man, because they got Auburn just mollywopped them.
Yeah.
And Kentucky State they ain't got a lot, man. They still ain't throwing the football. they still can't throw.
It ain't easy though to just blow nobody out. They just got to control the game. They just need to control the game and hold them to maybe 7, maybe 10 points, and just kind of manhandle them a little bit. You know how you do your little brother. You know what I mean?
Because when you go out there and try to blow somebody out, a lot of times that's when the game be tighter than it need to be. You trying too hard, you pressing. You just let the game kind of flow and see what happens, because you let your size and depth take over. If you got to pull away in the fourth quarter, and you pull away in the fourth quarter. I think as long as they take care of business, they'll be fine. Grambling and Tuskegee. I know Grambling looking to pick up a home win. I think they're gonna be okay in this game. They should be able to run the ball, which I think they're gonna really lean on this year with some solid backs they brought in out of the portal this offseason.
Tuskegee lost last week too, right?
Yeah, they lost to Johnson C. Smith, I think like 21-16 or something like that.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
No, I expect Grambling to win that. That's my SWAC West champion right there. Grambling. I told y'all that at the beginning of the year.
We noticed.
Oh, okay.
we noticed.
Just reminding you.
Still got PV, man.
Hey, hopefully in a few weeks he don't have to remind me no more.
Hey, just saying.
But I do think the Tigers gonna be okay in this game, man. I think these are the kind of games, Brian, I ain't gonna lie to you. These are the kind of games Dooley make his offense look good in. So I think they're gonna put up some good points in this game, and if they can play solid defense, they'll win this game going away. Next up is Savannah State. If we score 3 touchdowns in this game and we win 21-7, I'm happy as hell, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. If we can play any kind of offense, I'll be happy in this game, because I think defensively we're gonna control the game on that side of the ball. We got to start to be consistent, because we got big game next week. So we got to have some kind of momentum coming into that game. If we want to have any success moving forward in the season, Southern can't play around in this game. So they can get off to a good start, get a couple of touchdowns early.
Coach got to have the team fired up like North Carolina Central came out. That's how they got to come out in this game right here. They got to take over the game early in the first quarter, dominate, and lead no questions. That's how I feel. That Southern got to do this game. If not, if they let them hang around and get tough, it get tight, then it's gonna get tight for both of them, and it won't be good. But they need to come. Yeah, they need to come out, take their home momentum and all of that stuff in that first quarter, and put 17 points on the board quick, and then go from there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you now, from a Southern perspective, if that thing get tight it's not gonna be the atmosphere and the emotion not gonna be pretty in that stadium. You know, Southern needs some good things to happen now. I call games like 24-3, 27-7. I used to call them Bama blowouts. You know what I'm saying? Because Alabama beat you like that, and they feel like they put 50 on you because their defense used to just smother you. And you know they offense
don't let you do nothing. Yeah,
and the offense do enough, but it felt like you never had a chance. So if we can win like that, I'm fine. Because I don't really think this is gonna be a team that's gonna score a lot of points. So we got to just start to develop some kind of chemistry on offense and get things going. If I talk about this game a lot on Sunday, then that means something went wrong. So hopefully I don't have to talk about this game at all.
You're gonna be talking about FAMU game. That's what you're gonna be talking about, baby.
Hey, if that happened, that's gonna be my whole show. I ain't talking about nobody else. TSU and Rice. I think TSU gonna put some points on the board. Rice looked bad against Sam Houston on Saturday, man. Sam Houston beat the brakes off of them.
Really?
They did not look good. It was like 21-0 in the first quarter or something like that.
Texas Southern, don't get all full of yourself. Just go in there and play football. Don't be trying to do nothing special. Don't be fancy and try and just play football and come on out of there and represent for the SWAC. We got to win some of these out of conference games.
Yes, at some point they got to start going our way, man.
Yeah.
This one definitely I think need to go our way, but after Saturday I'm not super confident, and that's Prairie View and Northwestern State. I think Northwestern is okay. I still don't think they're gonna be a good team. They got a lot of new guys on that team, you know, coming back from last year. But Prairie View had, you know, they didn't play a good game at home, you know, so going on the road and trying to rebound is tough. I hope I'm wrong, but I like Northwestern in this game. I think it's gonna be close though, but I think the Demons gonna pull it out.
I don't have no confidence in Prairie View right now. They got to build a lot of confidence in me. They got to build confidence in me. I don't believe they're gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I'm real on the fence with them. Man, Rice ain't got no business having expensive tickets, man. They should be giving people tickets to come to their games, man. They should be giving away tickets.
Next week, we charge 50 game day for them tickets.
50?
50, yeah, 50 for the Jackson State Southern game.
That's for everywhere in the stadium?
That's general admission, $50.
They trying to cash in.
Yeah.
They trying to cash in.
Ron finna come in the back door.
Let's see. We got Valley and Lamar, man. Valley looked rough.
Valley on Valley.
They valid against Tennessee State, man. They did not show up to play.
Valley got to show me.
You know, Valley, they got to find a way to do something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they got to find a way to do something. Lamar, they looked pretty decent against Texas State. I think they lost their game by like 6 or 8. They scored like 17. They had fell behind big and scored like 17 points in the fourth quarter, make it look better. But they did have a pretty solid game. So Valley gonna have to work out there in Beaumont. JSU and Lane, what'd you say, Big Soldier?
5-0. I want it got to be 50 at least, close to 50. If Jackson State don't beat them guys by at least 21, man, I don't know.
Y'all gonna have the same thing. Like y'all gonna be home. Y'all should do like Southern. When y'all come out, it's gonna be high energy. Y'all been pent up because of what happened the last game. So I expect y'all to come out high and just kind of overwhelm them dudes. But I don't think y'all gonna overwhelm them by 50. I ain't gonna give you 50 points.
Hey man, cause last year, how much FAMU beat West Florida by?
That game was tight for a long time.
Yeah, we ain't want to beat nobody by no whole bunch. We ain't beat nobody by a lot.
No, it was tight for a long time.
Prairie View, we would beat them by a lot, but the rest of them, we wouldn't beat nobody by a lot. Even West Florida.
We should be like pretty convincingly because hey, Pine Bluff put 48 on them and won.
Yeah, but they gave up like 45.
Yeah, I know that. And then Bama A&M put 50 on them last year. I think
they did. They
14.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'll say this. I don't see JSU offense putting up 50. Now, y'all, in the combination of defensive turnovers and dynamic punt returns and stuff like that, it's going to take all of that for y'all to get 50. That should be the better way I should say that. I don't think the offense is going to put up 50 points.
I'm gonna clip that because I'm gonna see how many offensive touchdowns we get. And now we get close to 50, you know what I'm saying? That'll be.
So that's what that 7 is what 49. So you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean that's right now.
Yeah, that's you know, you doing like
that's
Clark
knocking
Atlanta.
on the door.
Y'all would be good as Clark Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hey, Crook say y'all gonna lose 14-12.
Man, Crook smoking that dope off Riverside.
Y'all ain't gonna score 50 points. Y'all will get. I'm gonna say 35-17, 35-10. It's gonna be kind of ugly for a little while.
If it be 35-7 on Lane, if we get 17 points to Lane.
Hey,
nah,
they might get one of them late touchdowns, man. With the clock.
Y'all just played the junior college.
Not no 17, bro. Nah. They got a lot of animosity built up for this weekend.
I'm gonna be quiet.
We got two more games. Then we're gonna get out of here. Well, let's see. First off, how much do y'all think an FCS school should pay a D2 team in a money game? I think they should get whatever they can get. I mean, we ain't got no.
Get whatever they can get.
Yeah,
I'll pay you something, some Blue Stone wings. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be glad to come out here.
Come eat in the cafeteria. You come eat in the caf. We're gonna set it out all you can eat for your team like we do for the students in the caf and the band. And they need about 50,000 probably. But we don't have no money to be paying people. We ain't got no money.
You know we ain't got money to give out now. I think I think we can do a good $100,000. You know what I'm saying? But you better bring a lot to the table with you now. I ain't paying no Virginia Lynchburg or nobody like that $100,000.
Right.
You find your own way out here.
EA, we gonna keep that $700K too. We can't be spending that to pay for nobody to come to brag. You got to keep that $700K. We need all of that. They gonna fly the team down there. We'll spend that on that, but let the band stay in Tallahassee. They need to practice. Get ready.
They said $200K is fair. I ain't never seen. I don't think no FCS schools ain't paying nobody $200K.
I'm gonna see if I can find out what the payday is for these games, man. Because
I say 40-50K.
I think that depending on how far you coming now, if you ain't that far, man, you gotta get your own stuff there. But I think like $100K, $100K, 75. You're in charge of some of the other stuff. Now, if you coming from a long way, then I don't know. We might have to renegotiate, and I might have to find somebody closer. But I'm not paying for nobody like coming all the way from like Maryland or North Carolina. Y'all might have to find somebody closer to play, because that ain't happening out here. We got Alcorn and Vanderbilt. I know my boy G been on the people at Vandy Head, but I think the Commodores, they look pretty good Saturday, man.
Commodores look good Saturday, man.
They finally I think they look like they got them a quarterback now. They had a nice game against Virginia Tech.
We know who don't have a quarterback.
Jerome 15 G0.
I mean, I'm just going by what I see, you know.
Yeah, dang.
Right now, anyway, week one, they don't have one.
Like I said, if they can get any kind of consistency offensively, man, I think that'll help them. They just could not get anything going offensively. But I thought defensively, now Alcorn played pretty well early in that game, man. They forced a couple turnovers, man. Got them in some position. They just couldn't put no points on the board. But I
every
think
time I turned, they was on defense. Every time I turned back to that game, they was on defense.
They didn't have. I don't think I saw them with the ball too many times. But at the same time, I was watching the Pine Bluff game, and they never had the ball. So
I think I was flipping between JSU and that game. I think that's what I was doing.
I think I flipped one time, and it was like 45-0. I turned it back.
Yeah, they never had the ball a lot when I watched. So I guess I can't say that they don't have a quarterback. But the little bit I saw from when they was out there, their offense wasn't moving the ball at all.
Like I said, I think if they can find some kind of consistency, man, I think they'll be better. Like I say, I hate these two FBS games back to back, man. I don't even care. That's one thing I just hate, man. I can't stand it. I don't think you get nothing out of it other than money, but that's something that's always gonna be a bone of contention for me. Well, yeah, I mean, if he using these games as preseason type games, for his quarterbacks, then that's fine because you got McNeese and then Valley after that, so you jumping into competitive games. Last game we got on the schedule is Pine Bluff against Arkansas Baptist.
Tomorrow, Pine Bluff Arkansas Baptist to upset UAPB. I was like, heck no.
Hey,
that's losing them, boy.
I think early in the year, man, I had somebody from Arkansas Baptist told me they had something for Pine Bluff. I was like, okay. They told me I was gonna learn who they was. I said, okay, I hear you. I think
Coach gonna have them motivated.
I think if Pine Bluff don't break the scoreboard on these people, man, then they got problems this season.
Big problem.
I know we just finished saying it ain't easy to blow somebody out, but if they don't blow these people out, man, they gonna have problems, man.
Coach will have them motivated. They should win that game.
Yeah, I think they'll, they still trying to find their way, and there's nothing you could really take from the Arkansas game. So it's almost like this your first game of the season because that was like a scrimmage, and this probably like a scrimmage. You better get right though, because you got Central Arkansas next week. So you gotta get right quick if you want to try to be competitive, and then you jump in the SWAC play. This might be your only win. So you better enjoy it, man, because it was rough. And I ain't trying to pick on Pine Bluff because I know they got some good people out there, but I don't see it. So if they don't win this game convincingly, man, I think it's gonna be a long season. But that's the schedule for week 2, man. There's 12 games on the schedule, 7 teams playing at home. So everybody should have an opportunity to see their team play or see somebody's team play, and then we'll be back next week to talk about it all. We do we got the pick'em contest going on. Link is in the description. It's also on my Twitter page. So if you want to get down with that, click on. We got, like I say, we're gonna have a championship belt for the winner, man. I'm gonna have it where they put your name on it, so you'll get it after the contest is over. That way it'll be all yours. We tallying up scores for the last 2 weeks. So far, it's pretty tight. Everybody had a pretty good week last week. So with that being said, man, y'all got anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Miami, we coming down there looking for our stone. Miami.
Hey, Miami, don't believe this. Go Tigers.
All right. Look
Hey,
for my
let's
video,
go Jags, man. Huh?
It'll be green.
All right, hey, we're gonna make it happen. Hey, I told you if FAMU pull us off, my next show ain't gonna be nothing but FAMU. I ain't gonna talk about nothing else.
All right.
Go Jags, man. I'm looking forward to being in Mumford. I'm ready, man. You know, I've been up on campus like 3 times already, driving past the stadium, so I'm about ready, man. So
ready.
Let's go.
All right.
No, I gotta set my fantasy lineup. I gotta get busy on that. Last week was not good in the HBCU fantasy because my quarterback got hurt and my running back ain't play.
They got
So
an HBCU fantasy?
I got me a fish on the line.
I'll send you information if you want to get in on it.
Yeah, I didn't know they had an HBCU fantasy. Okay.
So I'll tell you, I'll let you know. But with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. We'll catch y'all next week. Another edition of SWAC Smoke.